We are now live, Nanny Lyn. We are now live. Hey, Jules and Steve.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Hello, everyone. Who's joining? Oh, when you join, if you join, are you joining?
Well, we've got Jules and Steve with us already.
Brilliant. Hello, Steve. Hello, Jules.
So
yes, I didn't put it out because I forgot what we were doing. I thought you were just setting me up with this, and so I'll have to just share it out later.
We just blag it as normal, Nanny Lyn.
Yeah. This is because I mean, if I can get this to go like this, then I need to get it sorted out for this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because we've got another lady to interview, and we've still got you two.
Yeah.
So but I'm not going to fiddle with anything at the moment. Only my headphones because they keep sliding off. Oh, that's better. I just done them a bit. Oh, that's better. I just crushed my skull a bit more.
Hey, beautiful. Just crush your skull, Nanny Lyn. We don't want none of that.
Yeah, gotta look. If they want to see my face, I'll have to go like that.
You have to twist your neck, but not too much, because if we move that camera, you're going to disappear.
Oh, I know. I'm not touching it. So, it doesn't say how many it's on. Am I? I've got private chat still on, haven't I? If I put comments on, I still have private chat on, so I can see people's now and say hello,
everybody. That's good.
You're the first to come on, George. Yes. Whoop, go me, Stephen. And then there's me and you.
There is. More will join us as night goes on, Nanny Lyn.
Sorry?
If more will join us as the night goes on. If they don't, they'll catch up on later. So, what are we going to talk about tonight?
Well, last night was brilliant. I did hear a lot of whispers, but I couldn't make it out. One, because I heard the birds. No, not the birds, the owls or whatever. Then I thought it was a plane going over. And then the necrophonics was on. Yeah. So when you said somebody whispered in your ear, that was the area that I said I thought there was something there watching you. But I didn't actually hear what you said. They spoke to you in your ear because necrophonics spoke then, or necrophonic, whatever you call it. So that, hiya, Paul.
Oh, you're well, sweet.
Paul Goddard. So I couldn't hear that.
Well,
look, as I'm talking, it's got my ghost lady and it's going in my mouth. Oh!
It's not going on our screen. It's not going in your mouth. No. When I heard that whisper at the side of my ear, it's not picked up on camera. I can't hear it. Whether Tony and Bev's magic ears, because they're away at the moment, whether Tony and Bev's magic ears can hear anything at that time. But when I've listened back, I can't hear it. But there was something definitely. But it's funny because you said you thought there was something to the side of me. But in Jules's chat, there was a lady in Jules's chat and Steve's chat that said exactly the same thing. I think it was just as it happened, or either just before it happened. They said that there was something behind me. So if you've said it, that's two different chats. Saying exactly the same thing, which is really
when I played it back, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear anything when I played it back. I just had that overwhelming feeling. So you were being watched. That area.
Well, our lovely Jules Barbie has managed to do the clips that I couldn't do because I've totally forgot how to do the clips. So Jules has done the clips. So when we finish, Nanny Lyn, I will send you all the clips over for you to listen to. And there's no like plane noises. Obviously, you might be a bit of animal noises, but the plane sounds have gone. But they are absolutely fantastic clips. And
that jumping off the wall.
Well,
or was it pushed?
Well, when the ball rolls off the wall on our camera, we'll show you, Jules. Well, I'm all right saying we'll show you. John will show you. When on our camera, because we were sort of like a little bit more over than where Steve's camera was. So on our camera, you can see that it looks like Steve's head doesn't touch it, but you can't say for certain.
No.
So what Jules did is she's done a clip of ours, and then I told her to go onto Jules's live, onto Steve's live, and clip it from their camera because their camera got the better shot. Now,
yeah, got couple of different angles.
But from Steve's camera, Steve's head is a good, as he's put in chat, 6 inches away from the wall. You can literally see the gap, the width of the gap.
Yeah.
And what you don't realise is you know on the wall where it was, there's like crevices like that. That's where the ball was placed between one of them.
Yeah.
Now, when you watch it on our live, it just looks like the ball's rolled straight out. When you watch it on Jules's live and Steve's live, the ball actually looks like it comes out, moves across, and then drops down.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Just somebody went, dropped.
It's unbelievable how it like rolls across and then rolls down. It's yeah. And then when Ovulus went, I mean, that Ovulus was on a flat surface. It wasn't hanging near the edges.
No.
It was in the middle of a flat stone.
Yeah.
Steve
that was on the other side of the wall, wasn't it?
Yeah. Steve was taking a drink of water. And we've got that one showing the full screen, and then Jules has clipped it just to when that bit goes on its own. It was phenomenal. I think that's on a visual level. It was really interesting. But what also was interesting was, I don't know whether you picked up the William. I know Jules picked up William. And we were talking to Bill, but a Bill had come through. And at the point I was asking about, I was asking about George Yardley when the Ovulus fell off.
Yeah.
When we've looked at the history on George Yardley's grave, William somebody, he was actually one of the people that helped pay for George Yardley's gravestone.
Oh, right. Okay.
So really interesting.
Yeah, so that was a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't pick up on a William. What's you saying? This is going to get really confusing.
I'm not going to change my name to Fred.
Yeah.
But
no, it's
yeah.
It was very good. Yeah, it was very, very good.
The voices or the whispers that we've caught, I have sent them to Bev. I've sent them to Bev and Tony, and they seem to think it's a female energy that's coming through. I'm sure.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm sure you said that it was a female energy. So it's going to be really interesting to see when I send them you, whether you hear the same female voice coming through on the what's caught on the camera live.
Yeah.
Whether you hear the same voices coming through. Jules said she heard a female's voices. Well, there were a few of you, weren't there, Jules, in chat that was hearing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really, really interesting to show all this evidence of.
Yeah, absolutely. Different angles. That would be brilliant. Yeah. The what was I going to say? Oh God, what was it? Yeah, I heard a voice, and I thought it was a female voice, and I'm not sure whether it's the one that you sent me. And I said to you, I kept listening, and that sounded more like a young boy's voice. And you asked something, you got called out something. All I could hear was either crap or crump or something like that. And because I'm, you know, like you can go like where there's a word and it's two parts.
Yeah.
This was one. It was like cham, crap, crump.
Where you can, like two syllables, can't you?
Only one. Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. Jules has just put in chat, Saturday's going to be interesting too. Jules and Steve have invited us along to an investigation they're doing on Saturday night. So
nice.
We'll be live on Saturday, everybody.
I'm out Saturday.
You never know.
I'm out.
Yeah. But it gives you something to watch, Nanny Lyn, when you've got nothing to watch.
Oh, God, yeah.
So,
I'm over
you never know. You might get back to catch last bit if we're still live.
Yeah, I might do. Yeah, as soon as I come in, I can see. You don't usually have a late light, so you don't start till 9, do you?
No.
Is it 9?
About 8:45 we
earlier.
Live, don't we?
Oh, right, okay. So I might catch the end then.
John might want to go live, only go live for half an hour, and then he might want to do some pre-recording. So we might only go live for a little while.
Yeah.
Steve will be live, but we might go live and do a pre-record. We might go live for half an hour, show everybody around building, but then we might do a pre-record because Steve will be live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
So,
Have you heard from Simon?
Of course he's not heard from Simon. Nobody hears from Simon. You have to ring Simon if you want to hear from Simon.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
He's a
these bloody things are staying on. I know.
Are they slipping off, Nanny Lyn? Your hair's too soft.
Yeah, I've tightened it up a bit, but it's still not. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm not in this room.
I know, I've brought fanning. I've had to bring fanning, so I've got fan wafting on the night door.
It's only a small room. Yeah.
It's because it's a small. This one's only a small bedroom, so Right. Yeah. So let's talk about Spofford Castle.
Yeah.
Nanny Lyn is going to do a bit of the history of Spofford Castle for us.
Yeah, I've printed it out, and I'm hoping. I'm just looking now.
That you can read it.
If I can read it, yeah. It looks like the first words are gone. So we'll see what I could do. The history of Spofford
Castle.
Spofford, is it?
Yeah.
It looks like from the Norman conquest. I think it's from until the 17th century. Spofford was the possession of the Percy family, one of the most important and influential families in northern England. It was the principal Percy seat until the late 14th century. William de Percy, a favourite of William the Conqueror, built a manor house here in the 11th century, although nothing remains of this earlier building, sadly. Reputedly, it was there that rebel barons drew up the Magna Carta in 1215. And in 1224, Henry III granted a license to a later William de Percy to hold a Friday market in the town, and in 1308, Henry de Percy received a license to fortify the manor house. During the Wars of the Roses, the Percys supported the House of Lancaster following the Battle of Taunton in 1461. The victorious Yorkist side, led by the Earl of Warwick, marched on Spofford. How do you say it again?
Spofford.
Spofford. That's it. Burning the castle and plundering the local countryside. The castle lay in ruins for nearly 100 years until 1559, when it was restored by Henry Lord Percy. By this time, however, the seat of the Percys had shifted to Alnwick in Northumberland. The last recorded occupant was the castle steward Sampson Ingleby, who died in 1604, and the castle was finally reduced to ruin during the Civil War in 1924. Charles Henry Baron Leconfield, I'll say that again, only properly this time. Charles Henry Baron Lincolnfield transferred ownership of the site and the state by deed of gift. And then it goes on to description, whether you want that or not, I don't know. It was situated. Sorry?
It's up to you.
It was situated on a small rocky outcrop overlooking the village. The medieval manor house was arranged around a courtyard, but only the west range, which contained the principal apartments, and they still stand. Only earthworks and some low walls remain of the north, south, and east ranges. Flights of steps lead down from the site of the courtyard to the ground floor of the west range. All the south end is the earliest part of the building, dating from the 13th century. The west range was built against a rocky outcrop. A passage cut directly through the rock led up to the Great Hall. But was later blocked, probably in the 15th century. The remains of a row of columns and stone corbels. What's corbels? Tunnels? There you go. Somebody look up corbels. Corbels. Columns and stone corbels on the west wall date from the 14th century, when a stone wall was added. At first floor level, the east and west walls were totally rebuilt during the 15th century with impressive windows in each wall. The tar end of the undercroft, the SOAR, S-O-A-R, or private chamber. Sorry, it's my it printed out wrong. It cut some words off. The private chamber, cramper. What the hell is that? Is reached through a door in the northwest corner. The solar block, added in the 14th century, are very similar in design, so that at Markenfield Hall near Ripple something, it's gone again, a spiral stair turret leading from the main chamber up to the first floor. The door in the southeast corner leads into the garden robe of latrine tower. Latrine meaning toilet, doesn't it? So it went into the bog. In the first floor, a passage, now ruined, leading from a private chamber and chapel, gave access to the Great Hall. The Great Hall also have been entered through a doorway of the south end of the east wall, where there would probably also have been a passage leading to the buttery and kitchen. The chapel has a finely molded, I think, window in the west wall, but was probably later converted to accommodation, a garderobe being added in the east wall. And that's all I can read. Yeah, that's so sorry about the reading. I've broke my glasses. I'm waiting for some new ones, and I'm wearing my old ones, which I'm finding very difficult to be able to read. So I hope that was okay.
That was brilliant. So
I can't do anything else about it.
A corbel in architecture, a corbel is a structural piece of stone wood or metal keyed into and projecting from a wall to carry a bearing weight, a type of bracket.
Oh, so all that could have just said it's a type of bracket.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go all techy. Yeah. The battery is a bit slippery. Yeah, I bet it was.
I bet it wearing on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, coughing. But again, that Spofford Castle, the history. The history that we've got. There's so much history in so many places.
Yeah.
And it's the history that needs to be brought in when you're doing
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Not necessarily before you do them. Or like what you do, Nanny Lyn, you'll ask us, don't you? You'll say, can you send me where you're going? And I'll see if I can find anything. So you might have a little bit, because you can't, in one night, you cannot do a full research into anywhere, because there's too much. You know yourself, don't you? It can take ages to do a deep dive.
It could take the whole investigation up, and then I miss what you're seeing and saying and whatever, but I don't mind doing that.
No, because we don't want you doing that.
No, but I enjoy doing it. So, and sometimes when you look into, if you can go in deeper, not just the initial history that everybody can read, you can sometimes go in deeper, and you could also go into some sort of group or where they live. They've set up a research team, and you could look into theirs. You don't always come across it, but when you do, there's a lot more history there as well. Just taking a little bit away from what we're talking about, I was watching Where You Were last night on YouTube, and it said about the haunting, and it said about that Neolithic stone.
Yes.
In the woods. Yeah. And apparently, you probably know it, but there is another one, but nobody can access this. They're not allowed to. And you wouldn't find it anyway, he said, because it's buried very, very deep. But I didn't know there was two. I knew there was that one. I've seen it so many times. So I didn't know there was two. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
There is two Neolithic. There is two Neolithic stones. One of them is. So we've been told one is under a bridge, and it's very hard to access where it is. How true or not, I don't know. The other one we found, but you need local knowledge, and it took us a long time to find somebody with the local knowledge, because there's not many about now that know where this Neolithic stone is.
No.
Now you can't guide somebody to it, because when you go into the woods themselves, all the paths are the same. You can't say you need to go down that bend, up that dip, round that corner, between them two trees. Because there's trees everywhere. You can't even say it's the side of a bench. So you do have to be shown. And there's been times we've been shown, we've got shown it once where it was. Luckily for me, John's got a really good memory. So when we go back, we've actually walked past it, and John's gone, we've gone too far.
Oh, okay.
And we've had to come back.
Right. But this bloke on there was saying it was illegal to find it. You weren't allowed to find it.
Well,
apparently.
We found it.
It was either illegal or law or something.
Yeah.
But
that's why.
Yeah, no, of course not.
No, they don't want it damaged.
It's just
it is really well hidden. It is really well hidden. Track. It's not on a track. There's no path. There's no nothing.
No.
So like I said, it's not for everybody to know where it is. But like Claire's just put, and you could end up falling down a rabbit hole looking for it.
I know it's in that. Yeah. I seen this other bit. Up the road, round the bend, over the hill, back down again, around the next bend, and then you're knackered.
Yeah. I'm sending loads of healing because I know I've spoke to a few today that aren't very well. So I'm sending you loads of love and healing to everybody who I've spoke to or who I've messaged. And you're not well, so I'm sending you all loads of love and healing.
Oh, lovely.
But I mean, in that woods, Nanny Lyn, you've got these old mills, you've got the Cupids, you've got quarries. There's so much history to that place, and it's not just that. It's attached. You've got the Beachy Fabby that comes into attachment. You've got Millhouses Park that comes into attachment. And there's a walk, there's a walk that you can do, and you can start off in Ecclesall Woods, and you can walk right up, and it links you in to like 3 other woods that take you through Sheffield Town, I think, part of Sheffield Town. So it's
that's a walk and a half then.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Anybody wrote a book on it all?
There's been a few books wrote on Ecclesall Woods. Yeah, if you look online, I'm sure there's a few.
On Amazon there'll be. I just wondered if there would be a complete works of it.
Yeah, but there's also
not bits of it.
There's also Friends of Ecclesall, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah,
friends of different places.
Yeah,
and they get together and that. Yeah, because. Yeah, you've got to get all this history before everybody pops their bloody clogs, don't they?
Well, there's still
and then we can't find out.
There's still a steam train. It's only a kid's one, but it's still an actual steam train. And every weekend, and I think every weekend from certain months and every bank holiday, they open the steam train round, and it just goes round in a big circle. On Edge of Woods, and it's like in remembrance to which tracks that were there to trains.
But
it's like an old train that but it's lovely.
When you done that, it is. When you done that years ago, I'm sure there was some sort of story that you come out with where the children from the mill were playing and somebody drowned in that water under the bridge, got stuck or trapped or something.
Yes.
And I'm sure it was a young girl. So whether that's the young girl that we were heard whispering.
We couldn't remember whether it were a young girl or boy, but there's been many places throughout Ecclesall Woods where the mills were, where the children, some of them were off playing and had accidents in water. Some of them were out the mills. And obviously when they're working on mill at a young age, accidents happen, they've been caught, wheels, whatever, they've lost their lives that way. It also dates back to, and I am going way back in time here. They found bodies of dead babies.
Oh, did they?
And it was like it's like a long line of babies. What the history sort of like said was that it was where unwanted moms took the children.
Oh dear.
Left them.
Was there somewhere else like that, wasn't there? Unless
there's
that's
a few
it.
Places, there is a few places.
Where there's a wall.
Yeah. There's another one where a policeman. I think it's the policeman that's walking through, and I think he finds the bones of the babies. And the police station that he worked from was the one on the corner of where our house is. There used to be an old police, like an old police up.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There was only that, and it was just like there were like probably about 3 or 4 houses scattered. But there was the Gorilla Man. John's actually sent me, which I will post. I can't read it because you know where I'm like reading Everybody knows my dyslexia takes over. But give me a minute while I find it. And we were talking about it last night, that Gorilla Man. Just got to switch my glasses. And it says, pounces on his victims. Gorilla Man terrorising Sheffield. Attacks on women. A gorilla man who can climb the side of a house and cover a number of yards with one bound is terrorising the Millhouses district of Sheffield. 3 women have been brutally attacked. One young woman was attacked by the gorilla man in her bedroom. He had climbed up the back of the house, which is concrete faced, and entered through a window. A terrible struggle followed, with the girl screaming for help. The attacker, realizing that the assailant was coming, hurried her to the floor, and with one jump sprang from the window.
Wow. Never heard of that one.
The other two women were attacked in Ecclesall Woods. Here it is believed the man is living in some old dugout with which the woods abound and which were formerly used by charcoal burners. The first attack was made on a young woman who was gathering leaf mould. She was hurried to the ground by a man of enormous strength who sprang out on her from behind the bush. Her clothes were practically torn off. She became semi-conscious, and a man who saw her distressed conditions came in to assist. In the second case, a young girl was walking near a lonely spot on the edge of the woods when a man suddenly pounced on her. A terrible struggle took place, during which the girl's coat and skirt were ripped to shreds. Her screams attracted a number of persons, and the man dashed off. Women living in the district are in a state of terror, and none of them will go out at night unless accompanied by a male guard.
Oh my God.
So,
never heard of that one. That's awful. Yeah,
when you go looking for the history on Ecclesall Woods, John and I think it was John and Scotty, and I think Cliff helped us. Cliff's no longer with us now, but Cliff helped us with a lot of history. But they were like John, Scotty, and Cliff, and between them, the history that they come up with was phenomenal on Ecky Woods, because you really do. You have to go in every nook and cranny to find this information and stuff, and so it's just such
searching it all.
It's just such an amazing location to get to. But last night for me has got to be, visually wise, we have never had anything knocked off a wall or anything like that ever happen.
No.
Or if we have, you don't know whether it could have been, I don't know. I'm like, we have had things happen. We've had Teddy pulled backwards. We've had things. We were all in front of camera.
Yeah. The more you do it, the more you're aware of these things.
We were all in front of camera. Everybody saw us setting all the equipment up. You could see where it were all placed. Well, she's took herself out. She'll be back in a minute. She moved her arm, so she'll join me back in a minute. Bless her. She's kicked us out at the studio. So it's like, for me last night, it was absolutely awesome, because if you watch, you will see you've got at side of the wall where the ball come off, you'll see like a little tree coming up. There is no wind. There is nothing. It was so still in them woods last night. It were uncanny. It was literally, she's back.
I'm back.
It were uncanny in them woods last night. Can't believe it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, yes. I was going to say something too before I'd done that. Silly woman. I don't know. I can't remember what it was now.
To watch it back, if you're watching it on your phone, it doesn't do it justice. Try and watch it on a big screen. Try and watch it from a
I like doing it on a
screen.
computer.
Because on your little phones, it you can't see it properly.
Like a screen.
Yeah.
No.
If you put it on a big screen or a computer screen, maybe, but the biggest, not just your phone, put it on a bigger screen, and you can see everything as clear as crystal.
Last night was good because I was in my living room in my chair, so I watched you on my big screen on my telly.
Yeah.
But I have my phone on to see the comments. So it was good. It was good, really. I was. First time I've done that. I've always been up here on my computer, but that was good last night. So I thought, I'll do that again then.
Yeah. Steve was deliberately stood still so he couldn't have moved. And now he worked. Steve just went and took a drink of water, Jules. There was
he never touched that ball.
There's nothing at all.
No, he never touched it. No.
But you know what I like, Nanny Lyn? None of us went, ha! That's a garter!
No.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We were like, okay. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah. So
I remember to put the comments back up. Hello again, everyone.
Oh, Claire, watch it, because honestly, like once you're well, you'll be like, take me there. And Steve sat there agreeing with us all. Yeah.
Dear.
I mean, we've got some amazing locations coming up. We've got a surprise for everybody in about 33 days tomorrow. We're going to have a big surprise coming up for everybody.
Stop teasing us.
I know. But yeah, there's a big surprise coming up in 33 days. She's seen clips on the phone and it looked amazing. It does, Claire, doesn't it? But you know, the energy was so calm. John didn't say it on camera. Claire, Jules on her channel put she could smell like oil, like sulfuric oil, you know, like an oily type smell and that.
Oh, yeah.
When John picked that pot up, that's when Jules put it in chat on their channel, on Echoed Voices Paranormal's channel.
Yeah.
John didn't say anything because he knows what the response would have been, but John smelt sulfur.
Oh, that's not good.
But
sulfur's not good.
No, I know. But all John said was, if you listen, I can smell something vile. We don't acknowledge it.
Oh, I missed that bit.
Yeah, if you listen back, it's when we're on bridge and he picks that bit of pottery up.
Yeah.
Just after he picks that up and he says, I can smell something vile. He actually whispered to me that he could smell sulfur. I couldn't smell it. He didn't smell it. But John could smell sulfur. But the only reason we didn't make a big song and dance about what the smell was because we didn't want the chat being took over with everybody putting, that's a demon, and then everything that went on. You know what I mean? Because John acknowledged it was a vile smell. We don't need to. You've acknowledged what it is. Do you know what I mean?
We don't acknowledge it to entice it out either.
It wasn't affecting it wasn't around us.
No.
We was chatting with a very nice fella called Bill, who was giving us some great responses. And it was just an amazing investigation. Absolutely.
Yeah. That bridge, they call that pony track bridge, didn't they? Or pony track?
Yes,
pony track.
Come across. Yeah, Austin Carter. Yeah.
I saw that last night.
Steve got a little paraffin as well. I bet you did. But, and June, she said she could hear when it come out with, I think it said William, but then it come out with Bill twice, really clear Bill, same voice.
Yeah.
And Jules said she got
I don't know where
screamed in her ear.
Yeah, I don't know where Izzy come from either. That suddenly popped into my head.
Or again,
that's why I said it, but
It doesn't
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Well, it doesn't state any of the names of the ladies that were attacked.
No.
There's other things that will have gone on in them woods, Nanny Lyn, that could be more recent. That we've not looked up, or do you know what I mean? That connection will fit somewhere, but it's just remembering that name when we're back in and them names come out again.
Well, we're not likely to forget that one, are we? Is he? That's pretty. It's not sort of one that you'd say every day, but you know, when I get these names pop into my head, I've got to say them, otherwise they don't leave me.
This is it.
So, they might come. It might come up somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I said that to Jules because Jules says she sometimes doesn't want to put it in. I said, just put it in chat. It don't matter whether it makes sense. If you put it in chat, it might get validated later on in investigation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, and then at least you can say, I said that earlier, or I felt that. I felt that. I felt a cold spot round me earlier. Do you know?
Sorry.
It were, it were marvelous. But I'm looking forward. We're out tomorrow night investigating. Not tomorrow, Wednesday night. No, Wednesday night. Sorry. We're out Wednesday.
I'm doing a podcast Wednesday.
Oh yeah. What time are you back?
Oh, I'm only an hour, 7 to 8. I'm not going anywhere. I do it from my computer. If
Nanny Lyn, we're not going live while about 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Oh, good.
9 o'clock. So we're going to be live Wednesday. Jules and Steve very kindly invited us to go out with them on Saturday, so we'll be out with them Saturday. All being well, we'll be out Sunday. Whether Saturday night, like I said, we might do a bit of a live and then do a pre-record. I'll see what John wants to do with Saturday night, because then at least if we've got a pre-record, when we can't get live, we've got some pre-records to fall back on and put them on.
Yeah.
So we've always got some footage. So we'll see.
There's always something there, isn't there? Yeah.
Going to have to get a notebook and file. That's your job then, Joe.
Labelled with different locations,
Take the pieces of it, gonna have to. I know. I'll be sat there all night just flicking through paper.
Yeah, I wrote a lot down and printed a lot off. I don't know where it all gone, but
we had loads.
I put loads in. Not my pictures, but the documents. Then and I did a lot of documents. I think I still got a few, but not as many as there was. So I don't know whether I've deleted them.
Well, what I'm going to do, we all EVP, not EVPs, we all voice disembodied voices that we're catching. Evidence.
Do you remember you went somewhere once, and that was like a wood, and it was like a bit of a slope. You were down underneath the slope, and there was wasn't a cave, but it was like a clearing, and there was a shadow that it was none of you, and it came from above.
Keely's Mill.
So we were trying to work out where.
Keely's Mill. John were on his own when it happened. Yeah.
That's it, and the shadow came down, and then we heard a whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
because he said he couldn't figure out where the shadow was because it was only in there.
Because John was behind the camera, and the light was in front of the camera, but the shadow sort of come down,
was up
and then it come down again, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Well, what we're gonna do is we've only got I think it's 6th of June to download. We're not going to download all the videos off Facebook. There's too many to download. It'll just clog everything up. So I'm going to go on and I'm going to pick certain ones. Because some of them will be on YouTube. So I'm going to have a look through the ones on YouTube and just on Facebook. And I'm going to try and upload them and then send them, save them. And we're going to sit through them all and try and go back and capture the evidence. Once we've captured evidence, then we'll put the live up with the clips to show people where clips are.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't you used to have a on your, was it a website, or you used to have a load of information and pictures where you went?
We did.
Because we used to look back. Is that all gone?
I'm not sure if they're up, but well, we changed computers. John lost a lot of stuff when we changed the computers. A lot were on phone.
Looking.
So I think we've lost quite a bit. There'll be some paperwork somewhere because we did print a load off. So somewhere there will be a box full of paperwork. But John was really.
You'll have to excuse me a minute. I'm bursting.
No worries.
I will be a minute.
No worries.
I'll try not to log off.
Don't log off. Don't knock the cable.
Look at my bloody hair. Oh,
look at mine.
I might make it.
Jules has put. There was a guy in play. Guy playing here last night. Stood behind Lindsay. I saw the shadow of him, but he was highlighted in a really bad light, and I got him in overalls. When John watched it back last night, he said he could see the shape of somebody stood behind. I can't remember whether John and Steve were stood at the side of me, and I was sat in chair, and you can see it. I've just got to look back and see if I can clip it because I couldn't see it, but John saw it. So when I'm looking back, I need to look and see if I can clip it. Sorry if there's getting a bit of feedback. It's headphones are on desk. But yeah, it were such a brilliant night. Yeah, and we've got some amazing locations coming up for you as well. I keep kicking. Bloody thing, desk. The last desk didn't have wood underneath, so the feet could just go straight under. This one's got wood. But yeah, so we've got some cracking places coming up. We are heading back down to Portsmouth again later in the year. We are off to Norfolk. So we're going to do some streaming in Norfolk. Well, as you guys know, we've gone to Norfolk nearly every other year. And we had boat down on Norfolk Broads for God knows how long. So there's a lot of places at Norfolk that we've done year in, year out. So I'm hoping this year when we go, I'm going to be able to go because there's St. Benet's Abbey that John's done every year. And most years, John's gone and done that on his own. Remote boat at the bottom. John goes and does that on his own. So I'm hoping to get with him. Party, stomp boat. But we've also got some other secret locations down on boats that we know the history from, which are really good locations as well. So we're going to hit them while we're down there. So yeah, I know, Jules, I know. So yeah, so when we're in Norfolk, we're going to be doing quite a bit of pre-recording, a couple of lives if we can, because signal's not that great down there. Depending, they're great to go out with, Jules. It's such a calming, relaxed. Oh, thank you, Jules, my beauts. But yeah, well, you've got to be calm when you go out on an investigation. And we're going to be getting in touch with Nanny Lyn soon. I'm just waiting to speak to Tony and Bev to arrange a date to go to Gloucester and do the nunnery. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, especially with Tony's ears.
Yeah, I know. He'll be hearing all sorts. But yeah, what we're gonna have to do though, Nanny Lyn, we're gonna have to make sure you can get up to maybe the middle floor.
Yeah.
You know where the kid, like where the kitchen area were, or if he'll open his office up.
Yeah. You don't really need his office open though, do we? I'll just
no, I was thinking more for comfort for you.
Oh right. Yeah, I'll work something out, but it's yeah, I just won't be able to go up and down the stairs like I used to.
No, but we won't either.
No, and of course Bella will be with me as well.
Yeah,
I won't leave her.
no, but
She didn't pick
Bella's
anything
all
up
right.
last time, did she?
Pardon?
Yeah. I was quite surprised that she didn't pick anything up, but you just don't know if anything was there to pick up, do you? So
No.
you don't know.
I mean, Bella's no problem. But the thing is, Nanny Lyn, if we can get up onto the way that big room, open room where we're wooden floor, I think it was second floor.
I've got with the bay windows. Yeah.
If we can get into that room and use that room as the base.
Yeah, because it's got a kitchenette in there, hasn't it?
Yeah. So
kitchenette. It's got the toilets. And all we need to do is bring the tea and coffee over and the kettles. Well, there might be a kettle there.
Well, I'm bringing a kettle. I'm not risking him leaving as a kettle like last time. We'll bring a kettle.
No.
But what we could do is could have a word with Tony and John, see about turning that actually into a base where we actually set cameras round, and because you might not be able to walk around like everybody else, you might be able to look at screen and look at all cameras and say,
"Oh God, don't worry about me." Yeah, that'd be fantastic if we could, like a hub. But don't worry about me. I'll just adapt to wherever, as long as everybody else is happy. No, that's fine. But you're the same anyway. Yeah, and you can't get about like you used to, can we?
That's what I'm saying. Once I'm up, I have to stop up as long as I can, because once I go back down, I have to stop down for about an hour before I can get back up. So
I just got no balance now, and no energy, and it's it really is a pain in the bum. But I've tried all these different creams and different things, and I've been on a couple of groups for neuropathy, and they've been helping, saying that I want to know stories where they've helped them.
Yeah.
But you go on certain sites, all they want to do is sell you stuff. So I don't need that, and I just want something to relieve a little bit of the pain, because
I might have got something for you, Nanny Lyn, but I'll talk to you offline about it. But I've been taking a supplement, and
I've tried some and it don't work.
No, I've been taking one. It's really, really helped me.
That's it.
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, really helped. With
have you jewels? You got it as well. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
My feet are set in concrete.
No, I've been taking a supplement, and it's really, really helped with.
Oh, good.
Not the nerve pain as such, but the arthritic pain it's helping with.
All right. Yeah.
So really good. But I'll talk to you offline. What does that? Claire's put, I love the nunnery. It's stunning, that place. Neuropathy, I have got it as well. It's bloody horrible, says our Jules.
Neuropathy. Yeah.
But
it is horrible.
It is.
I'm banging my leg against the bed all night. My one leg's outside the bed, and it's literally banging the side of the mattress. All night, just to get another different pain feeling.
No, I know. Claire's put, Nanny Lyn needs that special cream that I've got. It works on my elbow. I've had my ulnar nerve removed. Ulnar nerve moved from one side of my elbow to the other.
Oh.
And that helped Claire with pain. But we'll tell you about that after.
I'm willing to try anything. It's just crazy. Yeah.
Special cream.
I'll be creamed up, drugged up.
You will.
So,
So I think what we're going to do, I think Nanny Lyn's going to join us on a Monday, when we come live on a Monday for a chit chat, and Claire's better. Nanny Lyn, maybe Jules will pop on. And come and talk to us. I don't know about Jules and Steve. I'm talking about Jules Darby, because she might come online and talk to us on a Monday. Jules other Jules Griffiths might come on as well and speak on a Monday night. And we'll just have a chit chat night on a Monday night, talk about things, what's happened, if we've been anywhere. Yes, you. Talk about things that have happened on investigations, or talk about the investigations where we've been. Ladies' night, oh what a night. We'll get ladies chit chat night going back up, and get us all together and do that on a Monday night.
Moaning Mondays.
Listen, Brownie, we're not going to be a Simon. It's not going to be a moaning Monday. Might be a nagging Monday, not be a moaning Monday. That goes into hiding. But yeah, so we're going to start doing that and coming on a Monday. Probably do it again round about 8:45, 9 o'clock. Because I don't know whether EastEnders Coronation Street's on till 9.
No, don't watch any of that.
No, I know, but some of us, some do. Some of them in the chat do like watching stuff like that. So
that's fair enough.
Yeah, we'll send them the link and then they can join us when they've finished at 9 o'clock. That's aimed at Jules the mod. Sorry, me. Yes, you. So I think we're going to call it a night.
God.
Because Nanny Lyn's tired, I'm tired, and we're out in morning. I'm going to take Bailey on a little walk. John's taking Bailey on a longer walk, and then me and John to go and check out 2 new locations tomorrow. So hopefully they'll be being viewed soon. So we'll be taking you to them soon if we can access them. So hopefully we'll get a bit of footage.
All good stuff.
So, thank you for everybody joining us. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It doesn't cost to leave a thumbs up on live because it doesn't really help. So good night, everybody. God bless. Take care, and we shall see you.
Good night.
Shortly. Night, everybody.
And for those that are not feeling well, hope you feel better really, really soon.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Love and healing. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Right, hang on a minute.